103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger. Bossier City's home for LSU sports. A Town Square Media station.
And good afternoon. Oh, my microphone fell. Look, that thing just fell off. Okay. All right. And good afternoon. We welcome you in. It's the Patrick Netherton Show right here on 1130 The Tiger. There he is. What's up, everybody? Rogers, I am dragging today. Dragging. Brother, I can't have caffeine today because I'm having my stress test tomorrow. So I got to go 24 hours without caffeine. My stress test is tomorrow morning at like 7 o'clock. So because of that, I can't have caffeine all day today. And let me tell you something. Between not having caffeine, I haven't slept well the last few nights either. Like, it's one of those where you feel like you're just falling asleep at all times. Like, I just, no, okay. What? Huh? Yeah, it's brutal. And it's funny because I don't, there's a lot of people who have their coffee addictions, right? I don't get my caffeine from coffee. I get my caffeine from Diet Coke. And I don't typically go and, I don't start drinking Diet Coke until lunch. So I'm not one of those people that starts with starts in on the caffeine early in the morning, like a lot of people, drinking coffee on the way to work, all that stuff. That's not me. I don't get caffeine until lunchtime. But not having it today, feeling it. Got a stress test tomorrow morning. Rogers, I might break out a Diet Coke at like 9 or whenever the heck that thing's over with.
Have it sitting there.
Yeah, it might just be. Whew.
Like you're running toward it.
Yeah. They speed up that treadmill on me. So, that's what I got going on. That's what I got going on. So, dragging a little bit, but we're going to try to make it through, get through it. Hopefully y'all will contribute. It is officially the first day of college football season. Week 1 begins today. That's right. Our long national nightmare is over. We have made it.
Looks like
We made it through the rain, Rogers. Kept our self-perspective, respected, protected. I never can remember which one it is. I can't ever remember.
Hey,
Kept my point of view. Yeah, look, yeah.
It's okay.
There's a big old town with a light on, Rogers.
There is.
A big old town with a light on. All right, so on today's show, we're going to preview day 1 of week 1 of college football. We'll talk a little bit about that. We got, if you want to talk about some of the local squads, we got Northwestern State at ULL coming up this Saturday. I'll be down there for that one. If you want to get into a little bit of, say, Nebraska volleyball, Rogers, we told you what a big deal that was going to be, and lo and behold, they broke the record. So we'll get you into a little bit of that. We're going to talk about Houston, but which Houston? I mean, obviously the city. Although I guess we could be talking about Houston, Rogers. You know what Houston is? Spelled the exact same way. It is apparently a road in New York City. And they pronounce it Houston, not Houston. So, dumb Yankees. Don't know nothing. Yeah, they have Houston. I don't remember which, Houston Drive, Houston Street. Houston in New York City. Street. I think it's street. Yeah, Houston Street. A major east-west thoroughfare in lower Manhattan. Runs the full width of the island of Manhattan. So there you go, Rogers. Houston Street. What is Houston Street in New York named after? It was named after William Houston, who was a delegate from the state of Georgia to the Continental Congress from 1784 to 1786. So there you go. And he actually spelled his name, Rogers, Houston, an extra U at the end there. So maybe Rogers, maybe your favorite town down there should be Houston. So there you go. Learn something new every day. Why was Houston Street named Houston Street? All right. Cupcake texted yesterday and said there was a team called the Oakland Raiders that played in a baseball stadium. Yeah, we all are aware of that. We were talking about softball playing in a football stadium, potentially. Not a football team playing in a baseball stadium. We know that. Forever Royal said, "Go and get." I just appreciate anyone saying, "Go and get." Go and get. You go and get now. So we're going to talk about Nebraska volleyball. We're going to talk about Houston, not Houston, Houston. And we'll kind of get you set for this week's slate of games, the week 1 slate of college football. And oh, by the way, Rogers, we have a little something happening beginning today. You know what? I feel like I keep forgetting we need theme music for the Two Johns Upset special. You know what I mean? Like we need some kind of, like a jingle or a little, Two Johns Upset special, something like that.
Been listening to that Lander spot too much.
Oh, yeah. Trey and Chica.
That was rude.
At Landers. Yeah. No, I just think we just need one a little stinger, a little stinger. The Two Johns Upset special. Yeah, see, that works. We'll record that at some point. Yeah, sure we will.
You're just gonna sing it live.
Yeah. So today is the first day of the Two Johns Upset special. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Magnum PI? Okay. A $50 gift certificate to Two Johns. 2151 Airline Drive. We're ridiculous. Yeah, dude. You can tell we're a little punchy today. Yeah, so today is the first day of the Two Johns Upset special, even though I already have like 30 entries. Because Go-In and his whole crew decided they were going to go send their entries in Tuesday. Even though we don't officially take entries until Thursday. Unless there's some really crazy reason why we would take them early. We typically won't take them early, but we will today. So there you go. Two Johns Upset special. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it is your opportunity to win a $50 gift certificate to Two Johns Steak and Seafood at 2151 Airline Drive, just north of the railroad tracks. All you have to do is give us the largest underdog that you believe will win outright. So if you see a 17-point underdog that you think, hey, that looks good, I think that's going to be a winner, I think that 17-point underdog is going to win, then you send them in and say, you know what, that's what I'm picking. That's my upset special. Let's see, Rogers. Let's look at today's lines and just randomly pick one. You know what, Rogers? I sure think the Elon Phoenix are going to beat Wake Forest at Wake Forest. That is a 31.5-point line. So I send in Elon as my upset special to the Bobby L. Green Plumbing text line. That number is 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426. And say Elon. I write down Elon. And then if Elon defeats Wake Forest, now again, they got to win outright. So if Elon pulls off the win, then I'm going to just go ahead and probably guess that a 31.5-point line would hold up, and you would be the winner of the $50 gift certificate. But, 30-point lines don't often, they get covered. You don't get very often the 31-point underdogs actually winning the game, and that's what is required here. You have to actually win the game. So some lines that you look at and say, okay, Rhode Island is a 17.5-point dog against Georgia State. St. Francis of Pennsylvania is a 14-point underdog against Western Michigan. UConn is a 14-point dog to NC State. By the way, that game's in UConn, which kind of makes it intriguing. Utah's a 5-point favorite over Florida. Minnesota's a 7.5-point favorite over Nebraska. Those are probably not big enough. These are just today's games. Mizzou's a 28-point favorite against South Dakota, probably too much. Tulsa's a 40-point favorite over UAPB, probably too much. UAB is a 24-point favorite over North Carolina A&T in Trent Dilfer's debut. Do you remember that, Rogers, that Dilfer was at UAB? Yeah, he's debuting tonight. And Arizona State's a 31.5-point favorite against Southern Utah. So, you're probably not gonna see those 30-point underdogs get the win. I'm just looking at Thursday's slate, and I look at it and go, okay, if I want to be real conservative, do I think Nebraska could beat Minnesota? Yeah, 7.5, but probably not going to get a win off of that. UConn at home against NC State. That's a 14-point line. Do I think UConn and Jim Mora Jr. can get a win? Yeah, I think they could potentially win that game at home as a 14-point underdog. So sure, maybe I take that one. Don't know anything about St. Francis of Pennsylvania, but they're a 14-point underdog at Western Michigan. Potentially something there. Again, Rhode Island against Georgia State. Don't really know anything about Rhode Island, but hey, 17.5 maybe. And then you're likely not going to get Kent State at Central Florida, which is a 35.5-point line, or Elon at Wake Forest, which is a 31.5-point line. Those are likely not going to come through for you. But again, send us a text on the Bobby L. Green Plumbing text line at 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426. The biggest underdog that you believe will win outright, and you can win a $50 gift certificate to Two John Steak and Seafood. And who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want a $50 gift certificate to Two John Steak and Seafood? I know I do. Also, Rogers, tomorrow, not only are we going to continue to take picks, and by the way, we will take picks up until Saturday kickoff, right? So 11 a.m. Saturday is kind of the cutoff line. If you pick the LSU Florida State game and you do it on Saturday, I probably won't throw you out. For not having, if you picked it on a Saturday night, it's a Sunday game, I probably won't kick you out. But I want to try to make the picks before the first set of games kick off on Saturday. So try to get your picks in before 11 a.m. on Saturday. That's my request anyway. Don't know that it'll always happen, but it would be a nice effort anyway. And then guess what else, Rogers? Tomorrow, not only are we taking more picks for the Two Johns Upset Special, but we get to unveil our new sponsor tomorrow. That's right. A new sponsor starting tomorrow. Knock on wood. Thank you. So, we will be unveiling our brand new sponsor, joining the illustrious ranks of Two John Steak and Seafood and Bobby L. Green Plumbing. There comes another out of the mists riding in pearly whites flashing the entire way. We shall have a new sponsor starting tomorrow. Can't wait. Going to be awesome. So we'll tell you about that tomorrow. And if you don't want to wait until tomorrow, well, you're going to have to wait till tomorrow either way. But if you want to see who it is, it will be up on the YouTube live. It'll be on the graphic on the YouTube live cam with the two Johns and the Bobby L. Green. So if you maybe want to get a sneak peek before I mention it on the radio, it will be on the YouTube. Demon alum asks, what website are you using to see the lines for week 1? We are using the final line on CBS Sports. I use the CBS Sports app. I believe they use Caesar's lines, as I recall. Just easier for me to see them. They're all right there on the front page. I don't have to do a lot of searching for all the lines for all the various games. So I use the CBS Sports app for the lines. And again, it's the final line. It's when it goes final. It's not, hey, I got it 3 days ago at 19 and it moved to 16. It's none of that. It's whatever the final line is. That's what we're going with. So, again, I'll use, usually on Sunday, I'll go through sometimes Monday morning, just kind of depending. And I'll go through and start checking everything and cross the ones out that didn't get it. And then if we have ties, if multiple people pick the same upset, or if multiple people pick different upsets but they have the same line, and it ends up being there's somebody that picks an 18-point upset and everyone else is under that, then they win. But if 3 people pick the same 18-point upset, or 3 people pick an 18-point upset and then someone else picks a different 18-point upset, then they're all tied for the lead, and we go to a tie-breaking procedure at that point, which sometimes is Rogers randomly picking out of a hat. Sometimes it's random numbers. I have a random number generator on my phone. I'll just do a random number. It just depends, kind of what we're feeling like. It really just depends on how much Rogers feels like reaching into a hat to grab a name. So we got all that happening. College football starts. We got to talk about Houston. We got to talk about Nebraska. And we'll get into, obviously, taking your picks and whatever else you got on your mind. We'd love to hear from you. A couple of ways you can get in touch with us. You can call us if you like at 318-320-1130. That's 318-320-1130.
Hello.
You can text us on the Bobby L. Green Plumbing text line. That number is 318-6570-HAM, 318-657-0426, also known as the
Bobby L. Green Plumbing
text line. Find us there. We're available on YouTube. Still trying to continue to get our YouTube numbers up. We would like to get to 250 YouTube subscribers by tomorrow, by the end of tomorrow. So we are 8 away, 242 subscribers right now. So if you've not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do. Go to youtube.com/@Netherton Show, youtube.com/@Netherton Show. Again, it's the @ symbol. That will take you directly to our page. You just hit the subscribe button, and you'll be ready to go. It's all it takes. We'd love to have you. So come join us. And if we can get to 250 subscribers, that would be awesome. And then we'd eventually like to double that by the end of football season. So, again, not only can you interact? We'll have videos. We're going to try to, as football season progresses, we're going to try to do some different videos that aren't necessarily on radio as well. So they'll be just kind of exclusive to the video side of things. And, over on the YouTube channel, it'll be kind of exclusive to the YouTube channel. That's what we're going to attempt to do. So that's what we're looking for anyway. All right, I'm sharing out the info so everyone can pick it up. We'll hit you with the Two Johns thing again tomorrow on the websites, the various websites that we use, to make sure that you know about it, because we want to make sure you know about it. It's really cool, super awesome, great opportunity for you to come away with a look. It doesn't cost anything to enter; it's free, and you never know, you might come away with a $50 gift certificate to Two Johns. We just picked up a new subscriber. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Up to 243, 7 away from our goal of 250 subscribers before football season. So 7 more subscribers before tomorrow. That's what we're looking for. So come hang out. You can also send chats on the YouTube Live if you're watching. You can send chats that way. And we'd be happy to have you. Love to hear from you. All right, week 1 upcoming. We got Houston to talk about. We got Nebraska to talk about. A lot of things going. Find us on Twitter. At Netherton Show is the main Twitter feed. That guy over there is at Hey Boy Rogers. I would be at PT Netherton. At PT Netherton. You can also find us on the app. That's a terrific way to tune in if you're so inclined. Search for 1130 The Tiger on Google Play or your iTunes App Store. You can download the app, listen to us in crystal clear HD audio. And now, ladies and gentlemen.
We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, and in the name of the Lollipop Guild, we wish to welcome you to Munchkin Land.
Hey, boy!
Hey, boy.
Hi, man.
Hello.
What is up, my dude?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Well, if you don't know, then how's the rest of us going to know?
We're just not going to know today.
Okay, well, we just don't know, I guess.
It's a not know-it-all today.
It's a anti-Mr. Know-It-All type of day.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess that's how it is. It's the way it is, Roger. Some things will never change. How you doing, though, man? You all right? You hanging in?
Yeah.
It's, man,
just trying to stay inside. It's still pretty warm.
it's a little bit warm.
It's not like it was, but still, you stay out there long enough, okay.
I'm telling you, man, this no caffeine today.
Oh, I can tell.
Oh, brother, I'm dragging.
Because I see you drink a lot of caffeine.
Well, so it's funny because I don't drink a ton other than lunch.
Yeah.
Like I don't sip on Diet Coke usually when I'm not eating. Sometimes I'll bring one from lunch and drink it in here, but like I don't go out unless I'm really struggling. I will not go out of my way to get a Diet Coke. During the middle of the afternoon or but I'll drink a little bit at night with dinner usually, but I usually drink it with meals. I rarely just drink it on its own.
Now, what's the deal with the food? No food either?
No, the food's fine.
Or like after midnight or something?
No, it's
really?
it's a stress test. It's not a.
Well, I didn't know all of a sudden you're.
No. They
run
say,
faster. No, you don't want me to run faster.
They do say don't eat anything within 4 hours of the test.
I knew there had to be some kind of
right.
rule, yeah.
And they said you can eat a breakfast, but it's got to be a light breakfast. No meat, no eggs, things like that.
That's not breakfast.
Well, a muffin or
fruit,
yogurt,
yeah,
that kind of stuff. But no caffeine for 24 hours, and no food until 4, which means I'd have to eat at like 3 o'clock in the morning because my test is at 7:15.
I'll call you.
Yeah,
I'll be up.
Yeah, I have no desire to eat at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I hear you, man.
It just doesn't do anything for me. I have actually eaten because I was doing a couple of noon games, and I knew that I had the 12:30 volleyball match and the 12 o'clock soccer match this past weekend. I knew I wasn't going to get to eat till like 2 or 3 o'clock, so I actually had breakfast, which is very rare for me. I don't eat before lunch. But I knew I wasn't going to be able to eat at lunch because I would be on the air. So I was like, all right, well, I need to get, I got me just like a little sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit or something just to tide me over. But yeah, the no caffeine thing, man, whoo. Yeah, I don't need you yawning over there, by the way. It's not gonna help me out. I mean, it's brutality. All right, so we got the Two Johns Upset special starting today officially. Text the Bobby L. Green Plumbing text line at 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426. All you need to give me is just the underdog team. Which team just, Tech, right? Tech's an underdog to SMU. Give me Louisiana Tech. All right, perfect. And then we go from there. And if your team has the biggest upset in the week, then you win a $50 gift certificate to Two Johns. If it's a tie, we do a tiebreaker. And if it's just, and then the rare occasion, I think we've had this happen once or twice in now 3 years of doing this, where no one correctly predicts an upset, then we take whoever had the biggest spread that was covered. So you picked a 30-point underdog. They didn't win, but they covered, then chances are that one will win. But that is a very, very rare, like I said, it's happened once or twice in 3 years. So it's not a good strategy because somebody's going to pick a 14-point underdog who wins, and they're going to beat you immediately. You're going to be gone. So, yeah, you kind of want to be in that sweet spot, double digits. Kind of rare to see a 20-plus point underdog win, but we've seen those a few times the last couple of years. But again, you hit the Bobby L. Green Plumbing text line at 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426, and you will have a chance to win a $50 gift certificate to Two Johns Steak and Seafood. And you know what's better than that? I can't think of anything. All right, when we come back, we got to talk about Nebraska volleyball. We got to talk about Houston. And what about Houston are we going to discuss? Is it the Astros? Is it the Texans? Who knows? Is it still the Dynamo, Rogers? They still have the Dynamo soccer team? Okay. We'll see. Would it be, Rogers, maybe the Houston Christian Huskies? Maybe we'll talk about them. The home of Bailey Zappi, who's now back on the practice squad with the Patriots. So we'll discuss a lot when we come back. Plus college football week 1. It's the Patrick Netherton Show.
Bobby L. Green Plumbing has been in business for over 6 decades, 60 plus years. That's remarkable, since technology is always shifting and times change. Not only has Bobby L. Green Plumbing survived, they adapted to the modern marketplace, and they've thrived. Green Plumbing can spot trouble faster and repair it quicker using the latest technology. That eliminates your discomfort and saves you money. Bobby L. Green, the Green Team, the plumbing team you like best.
If you're looking for the finest in seafood, the finest in steaks, and a beautiful ambiance, you're looking for Two Johns Steak and Seafood, 2151 Airline Drive in Bossier City. It is absolutely spectacular, from the New Orleans-style courtyard to the ambiance of the bar to the elegance of the dining room. The best steaks, the best seafood, one of the best wine lists in town, and don't forget Friday lunch, where you can have a beautiful ribeye burger, just the tastiest one in town. It's Two Johns Steak and Seafood, and make sure you tell Big John we said hello.
We're your local bank in your community, so come on in and say hi. You'll like what you see at your service. At GBT, at your service. At GBT, at your service. At GBT, we're gonna make it right for you every day, every way. We're at your service. At GBT, at your service. GBT, come on. We're more than a bank, we're more than a site. We're the friend you turn to when it's gotta be right. No matter how big, no matter how small, we're here to serve you and we give it our all. 'Cause we're at your service. At GBT, at your service. At GBT, we're at your service. At GBT, we're the Gibbsman Bank and Trust, and we're at your service. GBT.
Member FDIC.
Restore me, refuel me, rejuvenate. RejuveMeMedical.com.
Hey, Mark. I just stopped in to say hello, and whoa, the phones are ringing off the hook. Safe to say business is going well?
Yeah, word of mouth kept us afloat after we opened. Then there was a bit of a lull, but it finally feels like we've been getting a steady flow of new customers over the past few months.
What have you been doing? It definitely looks like it's working.
Thanks. We needed to be able to be found where people are searching, and today that means being found online.
How'd you pull that off? Sounds pretty complicated.
No, it was easy. I went to townsquarelocal.com townSquareLocal.com to see how many people are searching for my services in the area. Then the experts at Town Square helped build my online presence, so my business could be found exactly when and where customers were looking.
That's amazing. Do you think they could help me too?
Absolutely. Go to TownSquareLocal.com to find out.
Go to TownSquareLocal.com for a local customer analysis that will show you how many customers are searching for your services online. It's quick and easy. Get your business found online by visiting TownSquareLocal.com today.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GOLD for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GOLD for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GOLD for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
All right, team. Apps on the table by 7:30 sharp.
Jalen and his catering company have a lot on their plate.
Really particular.
He needs a bigger team to continue climbing up the food chain.
Throughout this event. Hey, Mitch, was that contract for 200 or 250 people?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates, and you can schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from the Indeed dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Schools are back in session and everyone's getting in a routine. Make the Hooking Up and Tracking Down show a part of your routine as the guys discuss hot topics of the hunting and fishing world. Hooking Up and Tracking Down is heard exclusively Wednesdays at 11 a.m. and Saturday mornings at 6 a.m. here on FM 103.3 or on the home of the LSU Tigers, AM 1130 The Tiger.
Tiger weather now.
Fire danger will remain high across the Arklatex over the next couple of days. There is some signs that we may see some pop-up showers and storms return to the forecast late in the Labor Day weekend. Sunshine, 94 here today. A clear sky tonight at 66. Sunny tomorrow, 96. Saturday, sunshine, high 97. Richard DeWettick of the Weather Channel.
103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger. Fox Sports plays here.
Floating through the airwaves like smooth hickory smoke. Patrick Netherton.
Go ahead, man.
All right, it's the Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, Rogers and Patrick. I went to the vending machine to get a payday just because I figured, it probably doesn't have caffeine because it's not chocolate. It's, caramel and peanuts or whatever. And I realized that the vending machine doesn't take gift cards. So we're gonna power through. Does payday have caffeine? Any bar with chocolate as an ingredient will have some caffeine. 2 caffeine-free candy bars are Payday and 0 bars. So there you go. I could get a Payday, Rogers. Hoping tomorrow is the payday. All right. Couple of opportunities for you to get in touch with us. You can call us if you like at 318-657-0HAM. 318-657. You can call us at 318-320-1130. See, I'm telling you, I'm tired today. No caffeine. Gotta get ready for this stress test. It's the prep is stressing me out more than the test will. I can tell you that. 318-320-1130 is the phone number. 318-320-1130. Or you can text us on the Bobby L. Green Plumbing text line. That number is 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426. Alfred texts in and says, hello, Patrick and Rogers. Hope you're doing well. I read John Emery is not going to play in the LSU-Florida State game. How do you think LSU's running attack will be led, and will it be sufficient? Look, that's one of the things Brian Kelly's talked about a lot. coming into this game is how good the running back room is. I know we always like to chuckle about room, the quarterback room, the running back room, all that stuff. But Brian Kelly seems pretty pleased with his running backs, Emory or not. So I think they'll be fine. I think they'll beat Florida State. I don't know that it'll be by a ton, but I think they'll win. Even without Mason Smith, I think there's – oh, thank you, brother. It's much appreciated. Look at my boy Hambone hooking me up. Dude, I need something. Good Lord. So, Rogers, actually, Alfred asked this of both of us. Said, John Emery will not play in the LSU-Florida State game. How do you think LSU's running attack will be led, and will it be sufficient? I said Brian Kelly seems pretty pleased with the running back room, and I think
there's at least 3 with a good heavy rotation that they'll be okay.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine. And by the way, not for nothing, but I think it's I think they're going to probably throw a little bit more. That's
what I was going to contribute.
Yeah.
You got that big old tight end, and you got really good receivers, and you got a very, very more confident and experienced quarterback than you did a year ago.
Remember in that game last year, the one major comment that we kept making was it was kind of one read, pull it down, and go.
Yeah.
And
that was his MO from Arizona State.
And it was fine. He was early in the season. You were still trying to get used to the offense, all of that. But it feels like this year with Daniels, the way he progressed, it feels like this year, Daniels could easily go and throw for 300 in that game. That's what it feels like. It feels like a definite difference in how they roll. Chuck said, not having caffeine, now you know how Rogers would feel if he ever missed a day of Budweiser. When's the last day you missed of Budweiser, Rogers? Did you have some illness one time where you couldn't
That
drink?
would probably be the last time.
Yeah. Been a while?
Yeah, because when I get sick,
yeah,
if I get sick, I'm sick. But I've got one of those rare things that if it's flu related,
right.
Now if it's food poison or something like that, we just got to let that run its course.
Right.
But when I get like the flu or a bad cold, and I start getting the aches, I'm one of those get in bed for one full day.
Right.
I sweat it out. I freeze. I sweat. I freeze. I sweat. And by the end of it, I'm better. Now I'm dehydrated, and I can tell I've lost weight. But I'm usually a 24-hour guy that gets rid of it. So then I won't drink because I'm not doing anything. I'm not eating anything or drinking anything. I'll try to drink some water, but or if I eat something, it's going to be soup. But very rarely is it just like, hey, I'm not going to drink today.
Yeah.
And now that football's here.
Right. Yeah.
But if you notice, I have gone to the bathroom today, but we didn't go to lunch, so I haven't had any beer.
Right.
I'm trying to water up.
Water it up, yeah.
I'm trying to start drinking more
and
water.
with one of your new koozies.
No, it fit the water bottle. Because
yeah.
I'm not a big aluminum can guy because I can't stand that metal.
Right.
But the water bottle, it fits perfect in here.
Yeah.
So it's perfect.
Chuck also said Houston is also how they pronounce the county that Warner Robins, Georgia is in. Okay. Didn't know there was another Houston County. It's just like, the county in Arkansas, right? Lafayette as opposed to Lafayette. And there's what's the other county there's one other, Nevada. Yeah. Nevada County. Yeah. And it's funny. So there's actually 3 ways to pronounce that word. In Arkansas, they pronounce it Nevada. In the actual state, they pronounce it Nevada. And by the way, they will get mad at you if you call it Nevada and not Nevada. I learned that when we actually played Nevada, Rogers. It was I think it was right after or right before Kaepernick, I want to say. It was right in that time frame. But, they got mad at us because we said, they were like, no, it's Nevada. Like they even put it in their game notes. Like it's Nevada, not Nevada. And then, of course, some people pronounce it Nevada. So there you go. Let's see. Double J said he just sent in a pic of Whitney Houston. Oh, it's a gif of, because I was saying Houston. All right, speaking of Houston, Rogers, and by the way, you can text us on the Bobby L. Green Plumbing text line, 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426. So give us a shout, and, of course, you can put in your Two Johns Upset special. So, Rogers, I got to know your opinion. on the Houston uniforms? Thumbs up, thumbs down, don't care. Wait.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about? I was about to say, how dare I even tagged you on Twitter?
No, we talked about that all morning long.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I even said, screw the Titans.
Yeah.
Stick it up your know-what, buddy.
Yeah.
Dude, I wouldn't mind if the Cougars wore that every stinking game. And maybe, change But when I saw that, I went, how can they get away with that?
I mean, I guess you can just do whatever you want.
Because since the university didn't connect it to the pro team, that's not connected to the Titans and the Adams family.
Right. Shoot.
Dude. And the cursive Houston.
Yeah, on the front. And I also like the Houston on the helmet itself in blue.
I know it's so much different than what you're used to, but that right there, the fact that they're letting them get away with that, and I can't tell you how happy the people in Houston are for that.
It looks, and they look sharp.
Oh, there wasn't anybody that disagreed with it.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody is, but when you got Colombian blue and white, those three are good colors together.
That
right
looks
there.
very sharp.
I just when Fletcher first showed it to me, I went, "Are the Texans going to get to wear that?" He goes, "Nope, it's the Cougars."
It's
I went,
Houston
"College?"
Cougars. Yeah.
Because I was like, well, maybe they could get away with that in the Texans' day because it does say Houston and it doesn't say the Oilers anywhere. But the fact that the college can do it, go get you some, Fertitta. Go get you some.
Speaking of, Rogers, did you see the other uniform controversy that we have going on today? That involves Louisiana.
Which Louisiana?
A university in Louisiana.
Oh, okay. No. Because I saw LSU post what they're going to wear, and it's the traditional white top, gold pants.
Yeah. Have you seen what South Alabama is wearing?
I have not.
Oh, my friend.
And what does that got to do with Louisiana?
Okay.
See,
do you know where South Alabama is?
In South Alabama?
Correct. Which city?
Oh, I have no idea.
Mobile.
Okay.
All right. Do you know what Mobile is famous for?
Telephones.
It's
oil.
What is okay, how about this? What does Mobile, Alabama claim that it's famous for?
The white sauce barbecue or something like that?
No, that's North Alabama.
Okay. At least I'm in the state.
You're in the state. Mardi Gras.
Oh, yes, I saw this.
Okay.
Yes.
They are wearing uniforms that actually say "Home of Mardi Gras."
Fletcher. Now that you said that, it rings a bell.
On the back of the helmet.
Talking about Trent Dilfer.
Yeah.
And their quarterback is
South Alabama. Well, Trent Dilfer's at UAB.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Because his quarterback.
Yeah,
is
he got the kid from
Reagan King
from Tech. I thought he got the guy from Tech.
Oh, Liddy.
Yes, Landry Liddy. Right.
God,
I know he went
all
over
these
there.
quarterbacks
I
have
know,
moved.
man. I know. Yes, South Alabama has unveiled a white uniform and a white helmet that on the side is kind of a crest sort of thing, but on the back, which the little plastic flap on the back bottom of the helmet, which is what you use to people always put something on the back of that. South Alabama has on the back of their helmet, "Home of Mardi Gras." They are playing at Tulane on Saturday. I mean, look, obviously I'm a Tulane guy. We love Willie Fritz. He's one of our favorites. We're big fans. But that's a masterful troll job. To roll out in helmets that have kind of like Mardi Gras colors to them, and then the back of it says "Home of Mardi Gras," and that always leads to the crazy arguments about the where did Mardi Gras start? Rogers, in 2018. The Alabama Tourism Department paid for 10 billboards around New Orleans proclaiming you are blank miles from America's original Mardi Gras. Around New Orleans. Alabama put a Mardi Gras float in Times Square in New York City with a sign that said, "Come see America's original Mardi Gras." So NOLA.com asks, where did Mardi Gras really start? up for debate. The holiday's origins can be traced back to medieval Europe. The first inklings of such celebrations in the U.S. were recorded in the late 1600s, early 1700s. The Mobile City Travel page claims America's first Mardi Gras occurred there in 1703, when a citizen fed up with post-war misery led an impromptu parade down the city streets. A New Orleans travel website alleges that America's first recorded Mardi Gras celebration occurred in Plaquemine Parish 4 years earlier, in 1699, when explorer Jean-Baptiste Lemonsieur de Bienville arrived at a plot of land several miles south of New Orleans and named it Point de Mardi Gras, after his men realized it was the eve of the holiday. While Mobile had, this I'm reading from NOLA.com, while Mobile had secret societies similar to modern-day Mardi Gras crews before New Orleans even existed, Mobile did not hold parades on Fat Tuesday until 1868, after New Orleans started doing it, according to local Mardi Gras expert Arthur Hardy. So, and they end with this, Rogers, in the story. What's important now is that the greatest modern-day Mardi Gras party on earth can be found right here in New Orleans, and that's an objective fact. Yes, that is absolutely an objective fact. But South Alabama rolling in to Tulane with Home of Mardi Gras, original Home of Mardi Gras on their helmets. That is just... It's just such a masterful job. Like I want to be really mad about it. I don't care that much. But that's a beautiful troll job. To roll into New Orleans with your Home of Mardi Gras helmet is special. Like, that's spectacular. Like, good for them. I want to see if they've got anybody from this area, Rogers. I'm going to scan the South Alabama roster real quick and see if they've got anybody from around here. Around here. They got one kid from Watson, Louisiana. Wonder how he feels about it. Oh, they got a kid, Rogers. They got a kid from De La Salle in New Orleans. Oh, he's got. Is he going to wear that? Is he going to let that? Is he going to cover it up, Rogers? Does he put like tape on the back of it? The kid from New Orleans. Surely the kid from New Orleans can't show up rolling a helmet that says "Home of Mardi Gras." They got a kid from. Let's see. There's the only two so far from Louisiana. Bunch of Mississippi, bunch of Alabamas, couple of Texas kids, but a lot of Alabama and a lot of Mississippi. Rogers, they got a kid from Helsinki, Finland. How does he feel about it? Can we get his they got a kid from Zachary. They got a kid from Metairie, two kids from Metairie, from Rummel. Man, how do these kids, another kid from Zachary. I got to know how these kids feel about their school trying to claim that they're the home of Mardi Gras. These kids. There's another one from Jesuit out of New Orleans. There's another kid from Jesuit out of New Orleans. Rogers, do you know who the offensive coordinator at South Alabama is? I will say you know the name. How about that? We'll go with that. Major Applewhite. I did not know that. I did not even know who the head coach of South Alabama was. Kane Womack. Or Womack. I don't know. I don't even know how you pronounce it. It's one of those. All right. So, yes. Big fan of the uniforms that the Houston Cougars are wearing. And big fan of the troll job that South Alabama is doing to Tulane. And by the way, Rogers, I hope Tulane beats them by 100. Can't be having that. Rogers? All right, here we go. Hambone? What if I told you there was a running back on the Houston Cougars who will have Campbell on the back of his jersey in that Love You Blue, powder blue uni. If only he was 34, but he's not 34. He's 20. Brandon Campbell, who's a Houston native, by the way. I wonder if he's any relation. Do you think he's any relation to, obviously there's a lot of Campbells running around. Blah, blah, blah. No, doesn't seem to be. At least they didn't mention it anyway. So, Hambone, there you go. You're going to have a Houston Cougar running back wearing the old school Oiler uniform who has Campbell on his jersey. That, to me, like it wouldn't have made any sense if you didn't have somebody named Campbell running around in the old school Houston Oilers jersey. Gotta love that. We have picked up another subscriber to the YouTube channel, so we appreciate that. If you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. We're trying to get 6 more subscribers before tomorrow to get us to 250. That'll get us 250, then we want to double that by the end of football season. So if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Netherton Show. That's youtube.com/@Netherton Show. Take you right to the show page. It's free to subscribe. It's not it costs you anything, whatnot. So we would absolutely love to have you. But yeah, we got jersey, we got helmet trolls from South Alabama. We got the Houston Cougars wearing the sweet old Oilers unis. Gotta love that. It's fantastic. Chuck said, just like the national sportscasters call it UL Lafayette, it's Lafayette. Yeah, it's Lafayette. It's not Lafayette or Lafayette. It's Lafayette. Luke said there's a Lafayette in Georgia as well. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of it's weird, man. There's like 19 pronunciations of different things that run around. It's pretty crazy. By the way, continue to send us your Two Johns Upset Special picks. The first week of the Two Johns Upset Special is this week. Send us the biggest underdog that you believe will win outright, and you can win a $50 gift certificate to Two Johns Steak and Seafood if you predict the biggest underdog that does win outright. Remember, they have to win outright. That's the other thing. Not just cover the spread. They've got to win outright. So you want to find us, youtube.com/@Netherton Show. You can watch us there. You can listen to us at 103.3 FM, 1130 AM, The Tiger. The app is a good way to tune in. All kind of good stuff going on, man. We would love to hear from you. Love to have you. And keep sending your picks in. We'll take them up until really game time on Saturday. Rogers, apparently John Isner is done. How long was that match he had? 11 hours or whatever? Yeah. It went like 70-68 in the 5th set or whatever it was. He had declared that this U.S. Open would be his last, and he is out. 5 sets, no shock. I don't think it went 70-68, but he's out at the hands, Rogers, of Michael Momoh. I don't know how you pronounce Mmoh. Do not know how to pronounce that. He lost 3-6, 4-6. Then he came back 7-6, 6-4, 7. Or sorry, he took the first 2 sets, 3-6, 4-6, and then turned around and lost the last 3, 7-6, 6-4, 7-6. Match lasted 4 hours 30, just under 4 hours, and he was crying a little bit as he kind of took his long. Took his turn on the mic there at the end. Rogers, he is, did not know this about John Isner. He is the ATP record holder for most career aces, as he has 14,470 aces, and he's clocked the fastest serve in history at 157 miles an hour. Rogers, would you like to try to return a tennis ball coming at you at 157 miles an hour? I think I'd just lay down and cry at that point. He's best known as in his role in the longest match in professional tennis history, During the first round at Wimbledon in 2010, Isner defeated Nicholas Mahut in a match that lasted over 11 hours, spanned 3 days, and needed 183 games to finish up. So there you go. So kudos, John Isner. Terrific career, 17-year career. Got up to number 8 at one point in the world. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back, talk about Nebraska volleyball, and then get into some college football. Continue to send in your Two Johns Upset special picks on the Bobby L. Green Plumbing text line. We'll be back.
New Orleans ladies, sassy style that will drive you crazy.
Bobby L. Green Plumbing has been in business for over 6 decades, 60-plus years. That's remarkable, since technology is always shifting and times change. Not only has Bobby L. Green Plumbing survived, they adapted to the modern marketplace, and they've thrived. Green Plumbing can spot trouble faster and repair it quicker using the latest technology. That eliminates your discomfort and saves you money. Bobby L. Green, the Green Team, the plumbing team you like best.
If you're looking for the finest in seafood, the finest in steaks, and a beautiful ambiance, you're looking for Two Johns Steak and Seafood, 2151 Airline Drive in Bossier City. It is absolutely spectacular, from the New Orleans-style courtyard to the ambiance of the bar to the elegance of the dining room. The best steaks, the best seafood, one of the best wine lists in town, and don't forget Friday lunch, where you can have a beautiful ribeye burger, just the tastiest one in town. It's Two Johns Steak and Seafood, and make sure you tell Big John we said hello.
We're your local bank in your community, so come on in and say hi. You'll like what you see at your service. At GBT, at your service. At GBT, at your service. At GBT, we're gonna make it right for you every day, every way. We're at your service. At GBT, at your service. GBT, come on. We're more than a bank, we're more than a site. We're the friend you turn to when it's gotta be right. No matter how big, no matter how small, we're here to serve you and we give it our all. 'Cause we're at your service. At GBT, at your service. At GBT, we're at your service. At GBT, we're the Gibbsman Bank and Trust, and we're at your service. GBT.
Member FDIC.
Restore me, refuel me, rejuvenate. RejuveMeMedical.com.
A Rottweiler named Whiskey, with hours to live, brought back to full health. A terrier named Snoopy, paralyzed in all 4 legs, who ran and played again within months. These dogs are known as Marty's Miracles. Dogs brought back to health by Dr. Marty Goldstein.
I've helped countless dogs thrive with one simple concept. Your dog needs a high-meat diet similar to what their ancestors ate in the wild.
Called the Miracle Worker by Forbes magazine, he's now created a premium dog food for you called Nature's Blend. It's the easiest way to support your dog's easy digestion, nourished skin, playful energy, and most importantly, their healthy, full life. For a limited time, save up to 54% off Nature's Blend and get free premium dog treats. Go to drmartypets.com/deal or text DEAL to 511-511. Text DEAL to 511-511.
I'm so confident your dog will love it. Your order is backed with a 90-day guarantee.
All pets are unique. Your pet's results can and will vary. Message and data rates may apply.
Jim Gaffigan here with some more Straight Talk. Let's take a moment to appreciate our sweet children, loving grandparents, and eternal soulmates. Now let's use them to save money on wireless. Because with the Straight Talk Silver Plan, you get 4 lines for just $25 a month with unlimited data and no contracts. So add those human pawns, loved ones, and save money. Thanks, kids. They're finally worth it. Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart.
Get 4 lines on Silver Unlimited for $25 per line per month, plus taxes and fees. For data management practices and additional terms, visit straighttalk.com.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. This is your dentist. Do me a favor and feel the front of your teeth. How grimy are they? Ugh. It's time for a Crest Pro Health reality checkup. That grime is the buildup of plaque bacteria that can cause cavities in just months. You need to switch to Crest Pro Health. While most toothpaste stop working in minutes, Crest Pro Health's antibacterial fluoride protects for up to 12 hours to stop cavities before they start. So pick some up on the way home. Smile. Crest has you covered.
11:30 The Tiger, your home for LSU sports, powered by Jack Spring Electric.
Now boarding nonstop flights from Shreveport Regional Airport to Orlando for the LSU versus Florida State football game.
That's right. Allegiant is offering a special round-trip flight to Orlando Sanford Airport Labor Day weekend for the LSU versus Florida State game on September 3rd. Book your tickets now at Allegiant.com while there are still seats left. That's Allegiant.com.
Shreveport Regional Airport. More flights to more destinations more often.
When it's the hottest day of the summer. But it's the hottest day of the summer. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local convenience store today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
We're going abroad for the first time in years. To Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
With Labor Day savings at the Home Depot, we have laundry appliances that just fit. They'll fit your space, fit your needs, and with extra large capacity, Samsung laundry pairs can fit more loads in less time. Plus, with free delivery on orders of $396 and up, you won't have to worry about fitting your new laundry pair in the back of your car. Get up to $700 off select appliances like Samsung only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Pricing valid 8/24 through 9/13, U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Tiger weather now.
Fire danger will remain high across the Arklatex over the next couple of days. There is some signs that we may see some pop-up showers and storms return to the forecast late in the Labor Day weekend. Sunshine, 94 here today. A clear sky tonight at 66. Sunny tomorrow, 96. Saturday, sunshine, high 97. Richard DeWettig of the Weather Channel.
KWKH and K277DO Shreveport, 103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger. Bossier City's home for LSU sports, a Town Square Media station.
Let's get to the meat of the matter with producer Rogers Hampton.
Hey, boy!
Here's your master of ceremonies, Patrick Netherton.
Oh, we're going a little light rock again.
I am waiting. Tuesday, I am fading. And by Wednesday, I can't sleep.
Is that Avril?
Then the phone rings, I hear you.
Ashley Simpson, holy cow. Yeah, I would have not gotten that.
Come to rescue me.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is the one that she lip-synced on Saturday Night Live, right? And it stopped. And then she just kind of awkwardly walked off the set. Yeah, it's like a little jig and then walked off the set. Pieces of me. Yeah. Pizzas? Want some pizzas? I could use some pizzas right about now. Hambone hooked me up with a payday and got my energy level back up. Need a little something. Rogers is now very curious what we're watching. Yeah, just wait. You'll see. I know you won't be able to turn it off once you see what it is. It's on a different thing right now. You want to see.
It's not yours?
No, I don't know. I actually don't.
Did you switch to Fubo or?
No. It's on a different app.
Oh. So
it's on a different app.
YouTube?
No. It's not YouTube. The hint is that you keep seeing commercials for the Sun Belt, like repeated commercials for the Sun Belt. It just means they don't have a lot of inventory. Oh, there we go. Hey, Rogers, it's Northwestern State Southern Miss soccer. You can turn it. I was just curious if it would come on, And I guess either me or someone has their account on the ESPN app, because it came on and it didn't ask me for a login or anything. So, Hambone, if you want to watch me on ESPN Plus, it's right there on the ESPN app. You can just go right to it. See? Nothing to it, brother. It's already all logged in and everything. So, congratulations, my friend. I know you're happy about that. Now you truly have no excuse for not watching me on ESPN Plus, other than the fact that I know the lean is crazy. The lean is crazy.
It's not just one.
No, yeah, the whole thing, the whole lean.
I mean, the gap between the legs.
Okay. Oh, shh, Rogers.
Hey, now back to our boy.
Rogers, we're on the air.
She just got the lean.
The lean.
I mean, the lean.
The lean.
The head bob, the back.
Cupcake text sent on the Bobby Elcree Fleming text line.
Have a job.
Said, about time Rogers plays music that isn't 45 years old. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji.
He's not listening intently to your show.
Well, I mean, Rogers, It's Raining Men is not from the last 45 years. So, it's when was It's Raining Men? Was that 80 something?
Oh, yeah, definitely 80s. Yeah.
Like early 80s? Like 83? Rogers, I love the fact that as I put It's Raining, the first thing that popped up is It's Raining Tacos, which apparently is a song by Perry Grip called It's Raining Tacos. It's Raining Men 83. Look at me go, Rogers. Look at me go. I picked it perfectly.
40 years ago.
Yeah, it's exactly 40 years ago, Rogers. So we're inside of 45 years, and we play It's Raining Men.
So that means I do mostly 50 years.
Yeah, Rogers likes to play that stuff from 60 years ago. Hambone likes some Golden Age Sinatra, and that's what Hambone likes to play. Cupcake said, I bought ESPN Plus last night to watch you. Kind of creepy.
Yeah, you need to get a life.
Little creepy. Not going to lie, just slightly creepy. But I'm sure they appreciate it.
So you got to see what? 3 times?
So, yeah, well, he hadn't seen me. He's only seen me twice. Well, he hadn't seen me at all if he just bought it. And he hasn't seen me yet because I had Sunday, Monday.
So
and then...
You could go back and watch it?
Oh, you could go back and watch it. Matter of fact, Rogers, when I put on ESPN...
That's even creepy.
When he put on ESPN, it said continue watching the UCLA Northwestern State volleyball match because I went back and watched some of it just to kind of, see how it sounded and looked. I'll probably go back maybe Sunday, Monday and watch because we're off Monday, by the way, just in case anyone wasn't aware of that. We're off Monday. And then I'll probably go back and watch a few things during the week because I don't have anything coming until next Saturday when I've got the latest installment of Northwestern State football in Ruston. Speaking of, Rogers, how are we? What are we feeling about potentially a little sojourn to Ruston on a Saturday next week?
Let's just wait.
Okay, I'm just saying. You'll have had Monday off, which is good. You'll have an extra day of rest. What time's the game? It's 6 o'clock, I believe. 6 o'clock game, but it's only an hour away. So we're gonna go and do barbecue at Bad Wolf, and then probably chill out, go to the stadium, call a little football, and then head home. And the good news is, Rogers, there's basically nobody in the booth with me, so you can certainly chill. It's at Tech, yes. Yes, well, that's what we're gonna get barbecue at Bad Wolf. If it was at home, I'd be on television and would not.
How could I see that?
It'll be on ESPN Plus.
Oh, would it?
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that.
Yeah. What do you mean our game or their game?
Your game.
Oh, my game. Yes, my game will be on ESPN Plus, Rogers. Their game will also be on ESPN Plus. I believe Lynn Rollins and Chris Mikoski may be calling it next week, I think. You got the dulcet tones of Dan McDonald calling Saturday's game between Northwestern State and ULL. By the way, did you see the burn ban that's happening at the tailgate, Rogers? They can't grill.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, like literally they cannot have an open flame at the tailgate. So that's going to be interesting, to say the least. Like, I'm assuming you can have smokers and stuff. You can have, I would assume you could have a griddle. You know, you want to bring a griddle out there and cook, but you can't, as far as I can tell, you can't grill. Like, you cannot have an open flame out there. So that's going to be interesting. We're already checking on what we're eating down there. Of course, you know, Old Time Grocery is the one that everyone goes to for the po' boys. Scott, Louisiana, which is just west, I believe, of Lafayette, has Best Stop, which has great cracklins and boudin and all that. So we're going to hit that. And then Jason, who's been, you know, is a Lafayette guy, he's been in Lafayette, spent time in Lafayette, and he's got a pizza place he wants to go to, which kind of surprised me, to be honest with you. I did not expect a pizza place, but apparently he's got a pizza place he wants to go to. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna get some boudin, get some cracklins, and have a big old time. Can't be unhappy about that. All right, Nebraska volleyball. Oh, let's get a couple of texts here. A Cupcake, Rogers, Cupcakes texted in on the Bobby L. Green Plumbing text line. Said, when will y'all play ULM, my Warhawks? No idea. No idea when we'll play ULM. Played them, it's been a few years. That's certainly one thing that Brad Laird likes to do. He likes, you know, when, like I said, we're playing ULL and Tech in the same season. So it's, you know, I'd imagine if ULM comes calling and wants a game, I would imagine Brad Laird would say, okay. He's certainly not scared of anything, but he also likes those in-state games. Because, look, let's be honest. What's going to draw a bigger crowd to Lafayette? A game against Northwestern State or a game against Georgia State? Right? Like, that's the thing. In-state crowds, even if it's a quote-unquote lower division opponent, that's still going to draw. So that's the major thing that everyone needs to remember, is that there's a real draw there. The Northwestern folks are going to show up, and you likely will get more Lafayette folks that are out there, because there's still some old school rivalry, whatnot. Bad Brian said Gators +7 tonight. Should be a good one. Is that what the line is now? Even with Cam Rising not playing for Utah? I thought the line moved down a little bit. Let me see. According to CBS Sports, Rogers, did you wait a second? Wait a dang second here. That can't be right. Rogers, did you know our boy is going to be in Commerce tonight?
Who's our boy?
Hawk.
Commerce what?
Commerce, Texas. UC Davis is playing at Commerce tonight at 7 o'clock. That's like 45 minutes, actually more like an hour. But still, like that's a conference member. That's a Southland Conference member. And Hawk's going to be there? Wow. I wish I'd have checked that earlier. I might have gone over there and said hi. And seen our boy Hawk. Well, Rogers, if UC Davis wins tomorrow, that might be a guest on the show tomorrow. Depending on, I mean, I could, but it's just a little late to kind of 7. Yeah. Well, but it's, I got to get a credential, and you know what I mean? Like, it's, yeah. If I'd known while I could have sit. Oh, not at Commerce as much. Face is my pass here and in Natchitoches a bit, but not there. Well, Rogers, I need to text Hawk right now. I'm going to text him. Text him right now.
Hey, meet me at the gate.
No.
He's probably going to ask you to come over.
Because I saw that game earlier and I thought it was being played in California. I didn't realize it was at Commerce, or I legitimately would have made plans to go see that game. Hell, I'd have made plans to just go stand on the UC Davis sideline. Yeah, Brad Bryan said the line's down to 5 now, Gators. Gators plus 5. Yeah, with Cam Rising being out. Yeah, I'm going to text Hawk right now. Heck, man, I'm mad about that now. Oh, well. Okay. All right, I just sent a text to Hawk and told him beat hell out of Commerce. They probably will. Commerce is down. New coach. They've been a little down. Yeah, as I said, I thought the line for that Utah Florida game had gone down because of Utah's quarterback being out, Cam Rising. So Hawk gave me a fist bump in response, saying beat the hell out of him. Ah, dang it. I hate it when that happens, Rogers. If I thought they were playing on a Thursday, I assumed it was on Saturday. And B, if I also, when I saw the game, I thought it was at Davis, not in Commerce. Oh, well. I'll watch it. It'll be on tonight. I'll watch a little bit of that. Hey, go Hawk, baby. It's one of our favorites, Dan Hawkins. I guess he survived his deep sea diving or whatever he was doing. He didn't get drowned by no, this year he was getting drowned by a blue whale, I think. I think that was last year was the getting killed by a hippo or a rhinoceros or whatever. I mean, dang, man. Poor planning on my part, Rogers. Of course, I also have a lot of boards to do as well, so I got a lot of prep that I still need to get done tonight. So, oh well. All right, it's the Patrick Netherton Show, 11:30, The Tiger. Still got to talk about Nebraska volleyball. I might save that for the last segment when the boys get here because I know they enjoy that women's athletics talk. We'll be back.
Bobby L. Green Plumbing has been in business for over 6 decades, 60-plus years. That's remarkable, since technology is always shifting and times change. Not only has Bobby L. Green Plumbing survived, they adapted to the modern marketplace, and they've thrived. Green Plumbing can spot trouble faster and repair it quicker using the latest technology. That eliminates your discomfort and saves you money. Bobby L. Green, the Green Team, the plumbing team you like best.
If you're looking for the finest in seafood, the finest in steaks, and a beautiful ambiance, you're looking for Two John Steak and Seafood, 2151 Airline Drive in Bossier City. It is absolutely spectacular, from the New Orleans-style courtyard to the ambiance of the bar to the elegance of the dining room. The best steaks, the best seafood, one of the best wine lists in town, and don't forget Friday lunch, where you can have a beautiful ribeye burger, just the tastiest one in town. It's Two John Steak and Seafood, and make sure you tell Big John we said hello.
We're your local bank in your community, so come on in and say hi. You'll like what you see at your service. At GBT, at your service. At GBT, at your service. At GBT, we're gonna make it right for you every day, every way. We're at your service. At GBT, at your service. GBT, come on. We're more than a bank, we're more than a site. We're the friend you turn to when it's gotta be right. No matter how big, no matter how small, we're here to serve you and we give it our all. 'Cause we're at your service. At GBT, at your service. At GBT, we're at your service. At GBT, we're the Gibbsman Bank and Trust, and we're at your service. GBT.
Member FDIC.
Restore me, refuel me, rejuvenate me. RejuveMeMedical.com.
College football fans, are you ready for Week 1? DraftKings Sportsbook is hooking you up with a can't-miss offer to start the season strong. This week, new customers can bet just $5 on college football and score $200 in bonus bets instantly. Anything can happen in college football. Your team could go from unranked to dynasty mode in just a couple of years. Change comes fast. The only thing that's a lock is the great offers from DraftKings Sportsbook. Life's more fun when you're in on the action. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook Sportsbook app and use the code TIGER. New customers can score $200 in bonus bets instantly when they bet just $5 on college football. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code TIGER. The crown is yours. 21 and older, physically present in Louisiana, select parishes only. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/football terms. Licensee partner Golden Nugget Lake Charles. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 1-800-426-2537.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Now they have everything they need to come to life. Dell Technologies and Intel are creating technology that loves ideas, loves expanding your business, evolving your passions. We push what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to Now.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Medicaid members, keep your address and phone number up to date to make sure you receive important information about your health insurance and you don't risk losing your coverage. If you get a letter from Louisiana Medicaid, follow the directions and respond to it as soon as possible. For questions or to update your info, call the number on your insurance card or visit healthy.la.gov. That's healthy.la.gov. Remember, keep your contact information up to date and respond to Medicaid letters so you don't lose your health care coverage.
Generators can be a lifesaver after a disaster, but use them cautiously. Generators should be installed outside your home, away from windows, vents, or doors. If you use a generator, you should have carbon monoxide detectors located strategically throughout your house. Also, make sure you check the batteries in your smoke and carbon monoxide detectors as part of your storm prep. For more information, visit aarp.org/LA.
Tiger weather now.
Fire danger will remain high across the Arklatex over the next couple of days. There is some signs that we may see some pop-up showers and storms return to the forecast late in the Labor Day weekend. Sunshine, 94 here today. A clear sky tonight at 66. Sunny tomorrow, 96. Saturday, sunshine, high 97. Richard DeWettig of the Weather Channel.
103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger, Shreveport's home for LSU sports.
Let's get to the meat of the matter with producer Rogers Hampton.
Hey, boy!
Here's your master of ceremonies, Patrick Netherton.
Patrick Netherton Show. It sounded exactly like him, Rogers. But, I mean, if I respected the dead, I'd never make fun of anyone, let's be honest. Come on. And I'll also say this, Rogers. Me making fun, that was Chris Cornell, right? Me making fun of Chris Cornell is not going to tarnish his legacy in any way, shape, form, or fashion. No one's going to be like, you know what? When I heard Patrick Netherton singing like Chris Cornell, I realized that guy is kind of mumbly a little bit. I've completely changed my perspective on him.
And then there's Eddie Vedder.
Yeah. Then there's only sings in vowels. Hootie, Darius Rucker.
Yeah, Eddie Vedder.
Yeah, Eddie Vedder with his just straight up mumbling. Just straight up mumbling from Eddie Vedder. Yeah, Rogers, I'm sorry. So Hambone thought I was watching, was showing him me on ESPN. I'm actually watching soccer. Well, it is. Yeah, I get it.
You veered off
I get it. I get it. I didn't say you were it was an inappropriate thought.
From that side to watch your
So it's fine. No, I'm just watching a little bit of that. Trey said Dino's Pizza is great. I believe that's where Jason wants us to go. He said it's right next to the stadium. Let's see. Yeah, he said he's going to Dino's Pizza on Bertrand by the stadium. So I think that's where we're going because he's going to be riding with us. So I believe we're all going to go there. But yeah, Hambone, I was actually watching its live soccer, Northwestern State at Southern Miss that I was watching. Nebraska volleyball set the attendance record. Largest sporting event ever attended in largest women's sporting event ever in the world. It was a Champions League, Women's Champions League semifinal that was previously the record, and Nebraska volleyball put in 92,003. Hambone, did you see any of the videos or highlights or anything? It looked really cool, by the way. Whether you care about women's volleyball or not, like what a neat sort of thing to have. Lot of folks, obviously 92,000. They were loud. They were into it. Women's volleyball in Nebraska they've won 4 national championships. They regularly sell out their regular venue, and now being able to put those kind of numbers into Memorial Stadium is amazing. Amazing. So just really cool, man. Really cool. So good for Nebraska setting the record. That reminds me, Roger. I need to text Cable Guy and see if he was there or not, because he does have the largest suite in the stadium. PJ on the Bobby L. Green Plumbing text line said the best high school game tonight, Neville versus Evangel at Neville. Will be a great test to see if Evangel's back to the big time. I don't know, Rogers. You're more connected to Evangel than I am. Or hearing anything about kind of what they
we had
look
Coach
like?
Denny on this morning,
right.
And the last few years they went through the growing pains,
Mm-hmm.
but word is through the people who are close to the program again that they are close to being back where they were.
Okay.
They got the skilly positions back again.
Skillies.
Yeah, hadn't heard that in a while since the
Skillies.
Dakota days.
Yeah.
But apparently, and a big old lineman that's committed to A&M. So Denny seemed real, hey, like you just said, great test right off the bat.
Sure.
To measure yourself where you're at, that you didn't do it at home, that you're even going to hit the road on a Thursday night for the first game at one of the toughest places to play. So tonight and in the morning we'll be able to we'll know.
Right.
But word is they are supposed to be as close back to as what we knew them as, except for the last handful of years.
All right. I hope so. Evangel being good is yeah, if you're mediocre, you're not worth talking about. If you're either really good or really bad, then you're worth talking about. And sometimes, Rogers, USM had a breakaway, but nice work, defenseman. I'm watching. Defenseman got a little poke on it. It was good quality work by the NSU defense. Get in there and knock it away. Let the keeper get to it. Working on my lingo, Rogers. Trying to be better. Southern Miss leading Northwestern State 1-0. How's that, Rogers? Nil? Is that good? There you go. Sounding good? Got to go with nil. Ooh, some nice little triangular passing going on in the box. Oh, now it's potentially a run out for Northwestern State, but it's countered by Southern Miss. There you go, Rogers. There's a little taste for you. Feel good? Feel happy? Glad you did it. All right, don't forget, we are taking your... Oh, here's Alfred. If I remember correctly, LSU gets ranked top 10 preseason and loses. Notable exception, the 2019 season, and loses. Then LSU gets ranked 16th-ish and fights their way back. A softer opponent, game one, or... And then it stopped there. Yeah, and here's the thing. Preseason rankings, I hate. I mean, as Rogers can tell you, I am so anti-preseason rankings. I'm really anti-rankings in general until you get to a point either where, you're a sizable number of games in, or you find yourself, at the end. So I'm very much a believer in you are either at the end of the season when the rankings do matter, because then they pick who's going into the playoffs and all of that, or you're at least like, I don't want the first rankings, honestly. I don't want the first rankings to come out until mid-October. Everybody's 6-7 games in. We kind of have a good feeling about what everything is, who everyone is. But before that, no. Like, who's ranked where right now? Couldn't care less. It's all a guess at this point. So, not concerned about where the rankings are right now. But, holler at me in October, and we can talk a little bit about where the rankings are and who's where. Mid-October, we'll have some idea of what's going on. All right, let's see. 6 o'clock first games tonight. Any games, obviously Utah, Florida on ESPN. Anything else you care about watching, Roger? I'm kind of intrigued a little bit about Nebraska at Minnesota, just to see what Matt Rule can do at Nebraska.
It's just been such a weird week that all of a sudden it's a Thursday night. I'm not really big on watching the weekday games anyway, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
By the time we get doing your show, I run a couple errands, get to the house, start winding down. Next thing you know, kickoff's already happened, and I've probably missed the first quarter. Or next thing I know, I look up, oh man, it's halftime, and I forget. I don't know why that is. On Saturdays, I know no matter what time of day it is, I can find something.
You're going to find football.
But
11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Even though I can't stand Florida, I think that Florida-Utah game is intriguing. I hate that the quarterback from Utah is out.
Yeah.
Because Utah is really good.
Mm-hmm. Or at least they should be really good.
Yeah, they should be.
I'm looking at the games. The only ones that really intrigue me, Elon, Wake Forest, no. Kent State, UCF, no. Rhode Island, Georgia State, no. St. Francis of Pennsylvania, Western Michigan, no. NC State at UConn. I mean, I have a moderate level of interest in that one, but not much. Again, Florida, Utah, obviously 7 o'clock on ESPN, and then again 7 o'clock on ESPN, 7 o'clock on Fox. Nebraska, Minnesota. I think that's again not so much for the game itself. I mean, it's PJ Fleck and row the boat and all of that. But just the idea of what can Matt Rule be the guy that sort of restores Nebraska to some of its former glory? And it's funny because I always go back to the fact that you fired a guy who won 9-10 games every year, right? You fired Frank Solich, who just was winning games every year. Boom, just 9-10 games every year. Boom, 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 boom. And you fire him because he wasn't, in the championship hunt. And then was it Riley? Yeah, it was Mike Riley, right? It was Mike Riley and then Scott Frost and now Matt Rule. Or was it Frost, then Riley, then Rule? I don't remember. I think Frost was second. Yeah, I think it was Riley, then Frost. Let me look real quick, Rogers. Nebraska football coaches history. I mean, Tom Osborne was there for, eons. Let's see. So, Tom Osborne, Frank Solich. Oh, God. Rogers. Bill Callahan? Completely forgot. Bo Pelini? Completely forgot.
I knew I was missing one. It was Bo Pelini.
Yeah, Callahan replaced Solich.
Oh, that's right.
Went 27-22. Fired him. Then Bo Pelini comes in. By the way, Pelini was 40 games over 500. 67-27.
His personality, I think.
He gets fired. They had an interim coach, Barney Cotton. Who was Barney Cannon was our guy up here.
That's why I was laughing.
Yeah, Barney Cotton, Barney Cannon. So then he lost one game as an interim. Then Mike Riley, who went 19-19, which, again. Then Scott Frost, who was 15 games under 500. Mickey Joseph took over for him as the interim, went 3-6, and now Matt Rule is the guy. So, man, I completely blanked on Bill Callahan and Bo Pelini. Just completely blanked. No clue. Completely forgot. Okay, couple things. Don't forget, we are trying to get to 250. We picked up another subscriber, Rogers, so let's hear it for that. Yeah, shout out loud for our new subscriber. 5 away. 5 subscribers away from 250. We want to get to 250 subscribers by the time we get to football season tomorrow. I mean, I know it technically starts today, but today and tomorrow, we need 5 more subscribers to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Netherton Show. That's youtube.com/@Netherton Show if you would like to join and subscribe. PJ said the best Friday night game will be North DeSoto and Airline. That'll be a big test for both of those teams. Oh, that sounds good, Rogers. North DeSoto Airline? That's a quality-sounding game right there. Double J sent me a pic. All right, Double J, I need you to figure this thing out, man. It's one of his 9 phone numbers that he texts me on. It says, my name is Hyoledri and my choice is blank. I don't give away who everybody picks. But it says my name, it literally says Double J on it. And it says, my name is Hyoledri and my choice is, insert upset special school there. Yeah. Figure it out, Double J. You got too many phone numbers that you text into my show with. So I need you to get it straight. And I don't know, and honestly, I don't know how to change names on this Google Voice thing. Like I can add a name, like I can put a name in, but actually changing the names is pretty difficult. Ooh, Southern Miss got a nice cross in front of the goal, but it was taken away. Nice job, Libe Banuelos, the goalkeeper for Northwestern State. Hey, Rogers, I've never watched soccer before, so I got to watch it now. Got to pay attention. Rogers, I got a soccer match on Sunday night. 7 o'clock, Lady Demons versus Alabama A&M.
And I take its own.
It's not Alabama or Texas A&M. It's Alabama A&M. And you take it correctly, Rogers. It is indeed on ESPN+. Myself and former Lady Demon Kyle Nolan on the call of that one for you. So if you are so inclined to want to watch a little Lady Demon soccer on Sunday night at 7, there's nothing else going on Sunday night, Rogers, that anyone would want to be watching other than Northwestern State Lady Demon soccer against Alabama A&M. Is there? There's nothing else on Sunday night that people would rather watch, would there? There's nothing. I don't know what that is. I've never heard that song before, so I'm not sure. Oh, was that what did Jeff think it was? Like an elephant fart or something? Jeff. Jeff. What are you doing? Jamie G said, so you're saying we won't hear Pat on ESPN Plus tonight? A, Pat, no. Uh-oh, good chance here for Southern Miss, Rogers, but it's knocked away by one of the defensemen for the Lady Demons. Tell you what, though, Rogers, Southern Miss spending a lot of time in the attacking area. A lot of time forward for Southern Miss. Lady Demons spending a lot of time in front of their own goal. Oh, no, right in front of the goal and wide. Oh, my goodness. That was like, I can't believe she missed that. So, no, Jamie G, you will not be hearing Pat or Patrick, for that matter, on ESPN+. I will not be back on ESPN Plus until Sunday when I've got the Northwestern State Lady Demons versus Alabama A&M. Don't know what they are. Hornets? I don't know. I legitimately don't know. I don't know what Alabama A&M Bulldogs, Rogers. Bulldogs. No idea. So there you go. But yes, I will not be this week. This weekend, though, if you would like to tune into our broadcast of Northwestern State versus ULL down in Lafayette, we will have the broadcast for you. It is available on nsudemons.com or the NSU Demons app if you would like to tune in that way. It'll be myself and Tyler Moody on the call from down at Cajun Field. So if you don't want to hear Dan McDonald and I think it's Eric Mouton that's doing the color. If you don't want to hear them, then you can listen to us over on nsudemons.com or the app. Download it, listen to it, and hear the wonderful radio call for Northwestern State, ULL. All right, we'll take a break. Patrick Netherton Show. Oh, great cross by Northwestern State, but no one was home, Rogers. Just went straight on across over to the other sideline. Good opportunity for the Lady Demons goes awry right in front of the net. We'll be back.